Although this is a type, it's the 6th week of the. You know the Pokemon. No, what is that? That's like Universal Pokemon Association, something like that. UPA anyway. Anyway, this was my, or this is like the video covering my battle against Xuvi. I actually, yeah, oh yeah, this was the day I played this. I was just super tired. I had like one of the worst league battles I've ever had just before this, so I had to take a nap and all to get some kind of form from my playing. I probably would have just lost 100 to 0 otherwise, but I managed to actually get myself a little bit of energy, I guess, at the point where I was able to play a little bit better. But anyway, here you can see Xuvi's team. It's Current Black, Reuniclus, DCGI, Flygon, Electros, Masquerain, Megaudino, Celesteela, Nidoking, Volcanion, Silvally, and Zatu. I don't really agree with the Zedmon choices. Once again, Flygon I think is pretty good, but I definitely would have had either Kyurem or DCGI as the other one. But like Electros isn't bad either, but I think Kyurem Black and DCGI just are much better. So this team is very weird, or not really, but it's like it has a lot of things that can be exploited, but at the same time it's a very good bulky offense team. It doesn't really do any other play style well at all, but it's very good as a bulky offense team. Very hard to prefer. Like this was actually the hardest matchup for me so far. I just show my team. So it's like Victini, Blissey, Fortress, Whimsicott, Sneasel, Palsan, Mega Man, Electric, Toxapex, Gyarados, Mimikyu, Quaxir, and Alolan Executor. So actually, I made two very different kind of teams, and I decided to coin flip between them because I just this was a very hard matchup. The main things that caused me problems were Megaudino and Celesteela and Volcanion. I mean, Current Black obviously is a huge threat as well, but that's the thing that I focused most around. The problem with my team is that I don't really have that awesome wall breakers. Luckily, I have a very good matchup in terms of my offense. Like Sneasel and Mimikyu have a very good matchup. But the problem is that none of them really match up well against Megaudino. And I personally thought that Megaudino had a very good matchup, but then I had a prep battle with Lucas, and he said it didn't. So I mean, I was hoping that that wouldn't come. Celesteela, it has a very bad matchup. So even though like I didn't really prep for it, I'm not worried because I don't expect it to come at all. And Volcanion is just such a fat fellow that dealing with it is just it can be hard. Uh, of course, what else? I don't know. Mirror Nucleus could be annoying. He has Masquerain with webs, which he has brought a couple of times. So I was actually expecting the webs there. Um, Mixadu is an option. I don't really see it coming though. Decidui is a very versatile mod, so I'm kinda. I don't know if that's gonna come or not. But I go to my team builder, so I show the team that I brought. So it has Gyarados, Fortress, Sneasel, Mimikyu, Victini, and Whimsicott. So this is basically hyper offense. So I have Gyarados, the Dragon Dance Gyarados with Moxie, Water Z, Waterfall Crunch, Earthquake. Basically, this has a very good coverage against this team, and with the Water Z at +1, the Hydro Vortex plus Waterfall will kill the fully defensive Megaudino. So that's my like That's my plan for taking that thing on. I have speed just to outspeed, I believe. Oops. The I guess Flygen after +1 or something like that. So I don't really need much speed. And it's like, oh no, it's not. It's actually to outspeed a modest Volcanion. Yeah, that's what it is. Before any boosts. So this is my main check to Volcanion as well. Crunch is very good coverage against his team. Like his team is just very weak to Dark and Ghost in general. Then I have my Fortress, I have Okaberry, Sturdy, Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Garble, Volt Switch. I have Okaberry so that I can set up rocks against anything except for the Volcanion. I mean, I can with Sturdy obviously, but with Okaberry I can also set up against Curem if it has hidden power fire, and with this spread with max special defense with relaxed, I can take hits from the Curem as well as possible. So this is kind of one of my checks for Curem as well. But really, I just want to set up rocks because it will help against Volcanion and Curem, which are like the fat offensive mons of his, and weakening those is very important for my like these lower tier offensive mons to just sweep. And next I have Sneasel, Life Orb, Inner Focus, Ice Shard, Knockoff, Low Kick, Icicle Crash. I think he has something like that can fake out or something. Does he? I don't know, whatever, like the ability doesn't really matter, I suppose. I mean low kick for Curem and then just the standard stuff. This has very good coverage against his team. I can be adamant because I outspeed everything non-scarfed. Anyways, his fastest mon is Flygen with speed of 100. A base speed of 100. Mimikyu also Life Orb, so it's not like this is as standard as you can get. I can outspeed base 95 such as Silvally and Curem. Very good matchup again. Victini with Joy Scarf, Blue Throat, Thunderbolt, Psychic U-turn. Victini was a bit hard because I didn't really know what kind of coverage I want to bring, but I decided that I'm not gonna like try to have Victini as a sweeper. It's more like it's there to help, to weaken things. Like with Psychic I can bring Flygon, Yachi Flygon down to an Ice Shard range, and I think like I can just bring Curem down to a logic range and stuff like that. I can weaken Volcania with Thunderbolt, and I can just U-turn around to try to gain momentum. And last I have my Whimsicott, so this is basically just if he leads with Curem, I can switch over the Lacking Tail there. I have like pseudo subseed going on there, and I have Memento just to Memento into either Mimikyu or Gyarados. So yeah, that is my plan. So let's go see how it went. So here you can see what he brought. He brought Flygon, Curem Black, Electros, Nidoking, Volcanion, and Decidueye. So yeah, we immediately see that Omega Audino. So that's like the main thing that I'm glad about. And also no Celesteela. I'm gonna start with slow. Anyway, as I said, I will lead off with Whimsicott, as he actually leads off with Volcano, which is very good like play because it has a very good matchup against everything. So I'm just gonna go sub up to see like if I can find anything, any interesting information, but nothing else that he goes for Steam Eruption. And like at this point I'm pretty much forced to go for Memento because I can't, like subbing up again doesn't make a difference, or tricking doesn't make a difference. So I Memento up, and that's good because like as I know he went for a different move, so I know that Hidden Power Electric won't actually after Memento it won't be a 2 KO. So I can easily go for Dragon Dance. I could have even gone for another one, but I decided not to. I just wanted to get rid of this, and like he could have like tried to go for burn or something even. I get the Moxie. I know that if he has a Scarfer, he can go into it and outspeed me. But he goes for the Electros for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go for my Z move, kill this thing. No questions asked. And I'm at +3 plus, but unfortunately at +1 speed. So in comes Nidoking, and I'm just gonna click Waterfall again, but he reveals to be, or he reveals that he's Scarfer. So he outspeeds me, keeps with Poison Jab. So his offense, physically offensive, which is good to know. I know he's Scarfer, so I can bring in my Fortress to set up rocks. As he brings in Flygon, so that kinda makes me think that it's his Defogger. I mean, obviously he could have Fire Blast, which I didn't actually like really scout for. But then again, I had Oka, so I didn't really care about like burning the berry because that would have meant that he did not defog. I'm gonna set rocks and just basically try to uh, stall the Flygon out a bit. And now I had set up rocks, so I'm expecting another defog. I make a hard switch into Sneasel as he goes for Earthquake. Good play by him. I was a bit scared at this point, but Sneasel still has a very good matchup at this point. So basically anything is gonna die that wants to switch in. This Hidra comes in and it gets one-shotted by the Icicle Crash, which is awesome. In comes Kyurem, and I'm not expecting it to be Scarf because the Nidoking is, and I'm just gonna low kick to do damage. I'm gonna kill myself, so I also get nice momentum there. As Kyurem actually tries to set up a sub, but he can't because of the damage that the low kick did. And right now I can just bring in my. I'm actually gonna bring in my Victini because right now Psychic is gonna either kill or to hit KO everything that wants to come in. Psychic is actually one shot on the Nidoking. As now now in comes the Flygon, and I'm gonna go hard into my Fortress. And I'm just gonna try to weaken the Flygon and try to get him to the point where he has to roost, so I can get a safe switch in into my Mimikyu. So right now we're just gonna be exchanging Garaballs, Roosts, Earthquakes, all that. So and also I'm just gonna try to sack my Fortress. Right now he goes for Defog as I go for Garaball. So this is good because I know he's gonna go for the Roost and I can go into my Mimikyu. Right now actually I think that his best place to go into Nidoking. So I make a double into Victini expecting that, but he actually does not do that. He goes for Earthquake, and Victini takes a lot of damage unfortunately. So this is a bit bad. And I go for U-turn though. I'm just gonna sack the Fortress. I have still my these guys intact. So that like my Victini play didn't really matter that much. And yeah, I'm just gonna play rough as he actually reveals to be Rosalie Berry, so that's why he did not switch out. So it makes complete sense. Wasn't a bad play or anything. Cool set kinda to check the Mimikyu though, not really. And I can go for another play rough. Obviously I miss this time, but it wasn't that huge of a miss honestly because he doesn't do a lot of damage, especially after my player I've had got the attack drop, and I managed to kill the Flygon. And right now I make a huge mistake in my opinion. Because I know that Psychic will kill Nidoking, so from Victini. So I actually should have gone for Swords Dance in case he has Sucker Punch, but I went for Shadow Sneak, and luckily he goes for Earthquake. If he had Sucker Punch, it would have been 100% the play at that point, in my opinion, because the Nidoking obviously can't beat the Victini. I click Psychic and kill, so yeah, we get the nice 1-0 win. I was very uncomfortable with this matchup, but I think I brought the right strategy against Xuvi with the hyper offense, so we got the win, and I mean I've been like I got to use a little bit different strategy once again, which is nice. I like to use my team in a lot of different ways. It keeps it unpredictable, and it keeps it fun as well. But yeah, this was the match for the week 6. Thanks for Xuvi. It was a fun battle, definitely. Very different than a lot of my other games. So um, thanks for that. And next week I'm gonna face Nick. So until then, this is Type signing out. Bye.